Hello, Katja here from Finnabair design team. This is a video with Finnabair products, and I have this rusty birdhouse from Finnabair, and I'm having an idea, and I will change it totally. I start by having modeling paste from Finnabair. I have a stencil and I have an idea to do a gingerbread house, and I'm thinking these shapes are like breads and cookies and like that, and that's my basic idea. Candy house, gingerbreads, something like that. Okay, I'm happy you're here. Hope you will watch this long video. It's always a little bit tricky when you're doing recording dimensional projects. So I'm trying to do my best and try to speed up some places. Please give the video a thumbs up and share if you like, and leave me also a comment. I would be so happy to hear from you. When I have added a little bit texture, my house will be really busy, so the base of a house I need to have it clean because I'm thinking to do it a little bit colorful and like that. So I'm painting the inside white because it will be a brown gingerbread color on the outside. The down on the frame of the house, it will be white because it's like nature, and you find this house in the wood. So it's a wintry scene downstairs, and up you can go and find your gingerbread and candy house. I have the 3D matte gel. I'm adding some tassel of threads of two reasons. It's perfect for like snow area like, but I also want to glue these wooden pieces, so it helps me to add like a base, because this bottom part will be like a nature for my gingerbread house. And I must say I had so fun playing with this house. It was tricky. Yeah, it's like that, but it's fun. And this will be a decoration on my table. Instead of baking your kitchen gingerbread house, I have decorated this metal frame birdhouse. It will be great. And I'm using the 3D matte gel, and it works perfect to glue like decorations, plastic and metallic and fabric, anything you like. For the base here, I have found some small animals, some reindeers or something that will be on the downstairs under the house, and I'm paint them a little bit dry brushing like with white heavy gesso, and I'm adding also some glitter to make it like crispy. So only a tiny touch of gesso and adding also some glitter to make it shiny, and also these small trees, they are coming from Prima, and I will add them. And then the small reindeers, they come from like a dollar store here in Sweden. Now I'm adding hot glue. I want the edges of this house to be a little bit bulky and icy, so I start using my glue gun. And you see me adding and leave it for drying and you can do this with the glue gun in the later on your project, but I did it here. And I don't really have a reason why. It feels right, and you start here, because when I start this project, I didn't really know where to end up. That's how it is. I'm starting and the project growing in the same time as I'm creating. Yep, that's how it is. Let me know how you do. Do you do all your plans, or you have a vision, or how it works? Some people they're doing a sketch. I'm not that one. Here I have the metallic acrylic paint, Steampunk copper. It's a gorgeous paint, metallic and brown beige goldish color. And now I paint the house, but I leave the where I have used the glue gun. I paint carefully around it, and I want to keep it like that. So I paint the base of the house and leave that for drying. When it's dry, I will add the liquid acrylic paint, burnt sienna. It's also acrylic paint, and this paint it's liquid, and I dip my brush in the jar carefully, and here I want to add like more shadow and more brown to the project. And now in my eyes it looked like oven baked gingerbread. And to not have the brush strokes, I'm spraying some water on the project. I want to have a little bit more where the modeling paste is, but that's because then the pattern will show better, because the liquid acrylic paint will dry up in the gaps, and drying up, and it will show. And already right now it's the pattern what I've done with the stencil shows much more better. And I'm doing this on the sides too. And I must say, I love the burnt sienna. Just my favorite color. It's so beautiful brown shade. So you see me adding where I have the stenciling. I add a little bit extra on these places. Okay, it's time to glue again. I'm using the heavy body gel from Finnabair. It's a really strong gel that you can glue everything. So I'm adding like a big piece from the gel, and the heavy body gel is not for stenciling and like that. It's perfect for gluing, and it's so strong that it can hold many things. I have even glued a kitchen shelf with this heavy body gel. So I'm gluing things downstairs, and now I'm doing something I'm not sure about. Yes, I have these candies. I don't know what's the name in English, but it's a non-stop in Swedish, like candy. And in different colors they come like that. And I'm thinking I'm using the glue gun. So I start with the glue gun, but I find the glue gun's strings what I get, it's annoying me, so I'm changing my mind. So I will add the 3D matte gel instead. So I'm putting randomly the gel, and I'm thinking to add. The only thing what I'm doing, I'm sure that I want to mix my colors of this candy. And should I use candy? No, if you have buttons or something else fun, use that, because it was really, really tricky and nervous by doing and using candy. This I discovered after a while. So was so nervous, but if it haven't worked, I'm thinking, okay, what can happen? I paint it over or I try to get it off. Here I add some modeling paste in a small plastic, and you see I will add the modeling paste in a corner and use my scissor to open it like a small. And now I will do like when you do baking and like that, and I will add the modeling paste like doing effect and using that for making the white and snowy effects. So you see me start, and yeah, I should need to practice, that's the right word, yes, because this was much more difficult to do. I was practicing like only once, and I would think, oh, it works, and I was testing how it was looked dry and looked perfectly. But here when I'm doing, I'm not happy with the look. So what I'm doing, because I have glued the pieces, the candy with gel, so I'm pulling them out, and I want the modeling paste to come like in the middle. So I'm doing this, adding, and where I can pull some of the candies off, I'm doing that. So it was very, very, very tricky before I find out how should I do. But I'm not afraid. What can happen? If it doesn't work, I find like a new solution. So, but I don't recommend. Because what's happened with this is when the candy is drying with the gel, it's melting. The thin layer of like glaze on my project, it start to melt. Slowly, slowly, it was dripping. So I allowed everything to dry. So when I was doing this inside, the clock was really late and I only do one side. And I was so nervous because everything was dripping. Yeah, I have no video of that because it was so scary. And now the inside. I have like old, what do you call it, Christmas tree that is cut out with some texture, and I want to have the Christmas tree inside, and also the down is exactly the size, so I can prepare the inside. And I will use a 3D matte gel, and I have some embellishments from Prima, and I will glue them also. It would be like symbolize like a big pot or a big something like that where you have some candy. And I was thinking to have like real candy, but they were too big. So instead I'm adding some reddish colorful pearls that symbolize the candy factory inside the house. Painting the background white because I want it to be like white inside, so it's you can watch inside and see what's happening. Yeah, now it's time for Finnabar's effect paste Golden Dragon, and I'm adding the paste with a brush, and it's a glitter and it's flake and it goes in gold, and there will be a golden Christmas. So I'm adding the paste so I will have a golden tree inside. And now it's dry, so nervous, and it looks like a little bit messy, and the down is dry, and I made the both sides. So my project, it needed so much drying time because on the candy I couldn't use my heat tool. And you can see how my project downstairs with the animals have been dry up, and I'm so happy that we are coming so far, and it's much more easy when things when things are dry, because it gets a little bit more easy to handle. I have some windows and I glue them, and now I'm adding the Snowflake Paste from Finnabair to add. Like the windows are like snowy, and I have some glitter, and also I have like small tiny sterilite balls, and they are didn't weigh nothing, but they were really great. Little bit tricky, but I will have these sterilites little bit everywhere, in each window and on the roofs, and also in the nature downstairs of the house. Now you see me, I have like a wreath with ribbon, classic red and white, and the wreath is from free collection from Prima last year. Now I want to add like lace. It looks like icy yellow or something like that. And make it easy for myself, so I'm using glue gun. Inside is dried up, and I have also glue like a red heart, and it's so easy when you have prepared. It's only to pop it inside and close. And now I'm adding the white tassel, white yarn strings, and gluing on top some candy. Again, it's a real candy, and it was so easy that it broken, but I find it really fun to create and to find new stuff. And I know people will ask me, how will this be? Will it hold? I don't know. I could perhaps spray something on the candy and see how it will work. I will take care of it and see what's happened when I will add it in a box during the summertime and see what's happening. If it's destroyed next year, I perhaps do something on the candy or the roof, because the rest will be perfect. But this year it will work, and if I need to change the to take off the candy, I do that then. I'm really start to get happy about it. So this will be perfect decoration for my Christmas table. And you see me adding around now the snowflake paste, adding and tapping. So when it's wet, I'm adding the sterilite small bowls, and that is to symbolize like the snowflakes. So it will be like snowy gingerbread house in the forest. Yes, 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 so fun. Now we have the crushed ice from Finnabar, and that will be my last touch. Everywhere where I had the glue gun, now I will add the crushed ice. And that is to give effect like crushed ice, like icy look, it's icy. And that's why I have the glue gun underneath to make it like more effectful, to make more icy because it's shiny. That's why I haven't glue underneath. So I'm doing that everywhere where I have the glue gun. And look what I found in my stats. Yeah, of course we need to have like this baking tool. Yeah, and my gingerbread house is finished. Please give the thumbs up and let me know what you think. I'm so happy of it, and please stay tuned so you can see the pictures. I leave this for drying and take pictures for you. So thank you for joining, and have a nice December and crafting, and have a nice time. I'm happy about my crazy candy gingerbread house. Thank you, and take care.